Hello and welcome to MedHead, your medical and dentistry and all this medical related study guide for Europe. So thank you today so much for joining our video, and we have Mr. Peter with us, the CEO of MedHead. Thank you, Mr. Peter, for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
He will guide us through different universities, different options, explore with us all the study options about medicine in Europe in general. And today we are going to speak about a particular country, that is Croatia. And why should we choose Croatia? What are the possible options? All these things. So Mr. Peter will guide us through this entire thing, walk us through it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Mr. Peter, first and foremost, what are the universities that are offering medical studies in Croatia?
Yes, so totally there are 3 universities that offer medical studies.
Right.
It's University of Rijeka, University of Zagreb and University in Split.
Okay.
But in this video we will speak just about the dentistry studies,
okay,
which is offered by University of Zagreb and University in Rijeka.
All right. So when it comes to dentistry study, walk us a bit through what are the tuition looking like for these two universities, because people need to plan up their budget before they are starting their studies, and probably our viewers are planning to study further abroad and so on. So how does it look with the tuition?
Yes, tuition fees are 10,000 euros, which is quite affordable compared to it's for 1 year.
Okay.
It's compared to, if you compare with Baltic countries or Central Europe countries, it's
definitely,
because usually these countries' fees are from 12 to 15,000 per year in most cases. So the dentistry program takes 6 years in total, and you need to achieve 360 ECTS credits.
Okay, so ECTS is actually European credits. So it means when you're studying at a European university, you get ECTS points. Generally, 1 year of full-time studies is equivalent of 60 ECTS. So general bachelor's is about 180 ECTS, master's is 60 to 120 ECTS or something like this. So for medical studies, it's 360 ECTS. And these credits or ECTS can be transferred also to come from one university to other university. So the entire movement becomes easier. So Mr. Peter, in general, how many seats are available at these universities? Because, it's always competitive to get at universities, especially I'm from India. So I know there are just a few thousand seats available, and then millions of probably candidates are competing for it, and a few thousands are getting the seats. So is there a limitation with the number of seats over here?
Yes, there are 24 seats at University of Zagreb and 12 seats for University of Rijeka. This is then also connected to the fact of how difficult and complex is the entrance
to get
admission process.
Yes. So walk us through a bit about it, how complicated or what is the process to get in these universities in the first place?
Yes, I would say easier process is for the University of Zagreb, as there is a written entrance exam.
Okay.
It's possible also for the special fee, it's possible also to write this exam online, but if not, then it's required to come in person to the capital of Croatia.
What is the application fee here?
It's 200 euros if you write in person, and 400 if you do it online.
All right.
So it consists of 40 questions each from biology, chemistry and physics.
Okay.
Totally you can get 1 point per question, and totally it means 120 points maximum.
Okay. And what about the University of Rijeka? What does the admission process look for University of Rijeka?
Yes, so for University of Rijeka the admission is more complex.
Okay.
Apart from the entrance exam, which is again from the biology, chemistry and physics, you need also to do dexterity test. It means they will check whether your motoric is well enough to be in the dentistry profession. Your
that
motorical
that makes sense, because like you have to work with like some fine things, like, you know, so probably delicate, your hands need to be like, motoring skills need to be good, so that makes sense. But is this also possible online to submit some standardized course, or is it only offline?
Only offline. However, it would be interesting to do this dexterity test.
Yeah, definitely. But what is the case with like, when are these admission tests generally organized in terms of like the, you know, deadlines and so on?
Yes, Zagreb has admission in end of April and beginning of July, but of course these dates can be individual for each year. So it's better to check the links in the description or to check with the university. Then you have University of Rijeka, which has even the admission date in September. Okay. Which means that you need to submit documents just 10 days before the entrance exam. Then another day will be the dexterity test. Then like there's a lot of time. Even if you, for example, didn't get accepted somewhere else, still you can like apply to Rijeka like in August and still get accepted and study from September.
All right. So this can be your first plan as well as your backup plan.
Yes.
So considering the fact that if you're planning for the UK, the US, or something like this, it's generally very expensive, even Western Europe. So the majority of students are generally from European Union and also from abroad. In Croatia, because when you come to these countries like Balkans, Eastern Europe or Central Europe, the fees is much affordable. You get the same degree, it's fully recognized, and then you can go around in European Union anywhere, even Western Europe, and work, or even work in Croatia. So Mr. Peter, give us some idea about like how does the accommodation or, you know, this living expenses look like in terms, like just a rough estimation of it?
I would suggest maybe budget of 500 euros for 1 month.
Okay.
It's touristic place, so make sure if you are renting the private accommodation, make sure to get longer contracts, because it might happen that if you just fix it for 3-4 months, then during the touristic season, which means June, July, August, like your landlord, summer months can decide to rent it for Airbnb or maybe for the travelers. So make sure to make
that's something important to keep in mind. So make a long-term contract, because you're going to stay there for 6 years, and it's a wise decision to, if everything, the accommodation is okay, so fix it for 6 years rather than like, you know, every year or every few months trying to find something new.
Yes.
Mr. Peter, like thanks for this entire insight, but first, and like the most important question, like why should someone choose Croatia over any other country, you know, to study medicine or to study dentistry?
Croatia, as it's part of the EU, their university education is harmonized. It means that you can study in Croatia, get degree, and then work in any other country of the EU. And definitely, it's also really easy to recognize also in UK or other EEA countries. Then it's beautiful place even as touristic destination. Yeah. So apart from being student, you can come and discover they have really long coastline.
I remember, because like many of my friends went for Erasmus over there in Zagreb, in Rijeka and so on, and they all told me like it's amazing, because like the social life, you know, it's like a beach nearby, and then you have your university, go to university, then go to beaches, go to party and enjoy. So it's like the social life, the international life is amazing.
Yes.
Along with the studies, so that is something. And anything else that,
and finally it's affordable tuition fees, and the quality of the universities. They're like in top 1,200 universities worldwide, so you get the quality for really good price. and you definitely make friends from many countries of the world.
Yeah, that is a big thing, because when you're studying abroad, you're actually increasing your network, like I would say, like multiplying or exponentially increasing your network from people from different countries, not only the country you're traveling to study or work, but also countries, people from different countries who are coming to work there, who are internationals over there, and this network actually helps you a lot. I personally studied in Slovakia, and it's a great pleasure, it's a great exposure, like studying with different students from different nationalities. And even to expand my network further, I went a couple of months to Germany to a university, and it was even better because when I went to Germany, it was like even a bigger international class size, and I could go to meet with different people, and now all those friends are spread throughout the world. So if I want to contact a friend from China, I have. If I want to contact a friend from the US, okay, yeah, I have a good friend from there, something like this. So it actually gives you this amazing exposure if you're studying abroad and preparing abroad, So Mr. Peter, anything else that you want our viewers to know before they're planning and to come to Croatia to study dentistry, and why?
Yes, I can compare also with other countries, and
Sure.
I can tell that usually the seats for the dentistry programs are quite limited. Usually you will get maybe 15 to 30 seats, maybe 35 maximum at one faculty. So if dentistry is really something that you wish to study,
Yep.
I would suggest applying to multiple universities. You can keep Croatia as your first option or as backup, as it has a really long deadline, and last entrance exam is in September. So just make sure to have backup plan and plan B,
Yep.
and I'm sure that with proper preparation you can get
Yeah.
accepted where you wish.
That is true. That is so true. And another thing to be added over here is if you're actually planning Western Europe or somewhere like this, it's going to be really expensive, because at the end of the day you're getting the same degree, you're getting the same education. So really the question is to you, if you want to spend so much more money just to be in another country or get the same degree from another country which is much affordable, much likely, much friendly, and then move to any country you want to work at. So the question is generally up to you. But anyway, our channel is dedicated to guide you with medicine, dentistry and all these studies throughout Europe. So do check the links in the description. Do check the links to these all videos which are studying in Czech Republic, studying in Slovakia, and our sister channels and so on. So you will get a general idea about studying in Europe in general, and especially with medicine. And the most important thing is this, that if you're planning to study in Europe related to medicine, related to dentistry, anything related to that, do contact us. The email will be given to Mr. Peter. Do book a consultation, speak what are the possible options based on your profile. He will evaluate your profile, he will tell you all the possible options, all the possible based on your affordability and everything. And I would highly suggest you to do that discussion, and then accordingly proceed with whichever options you like. So thank you so much for watching. Share it with your entire network, make them aware of these good universities that are there, because generally when we are going to the rankings, it's always the US university or the UK universities, and the European ones which are in the European Union are always missing out. It is not that these universities are not good, these are amazing universities. It's just that the ranking companies are from the Western countries, so they're a bit focused towards that side. Okay, so that's the reason these universities are missing out. So I would highly suggest to do actually check these universities, to do actually explore these programs, and share it with your network. Do give it a like if you like the video, and comment all the questions you might have, okay, any suggestions you might have, the countries we should approach next, and the countries, universities you want to know more about. So thanks for watching. Do subscribe to our channel for such amazing content, and until next time, see you.
Bye.
Bye bye.